Hey guys, how you all doing? I just wanted to say hey, see how everybody's doing today. Hey, that rhymed. Anyways, I wanted to show you some things I got for presents and stuff like that. We went to Target on Christmas Eve and it was a bit crowded and all, but it was a fun time. Anyways, just wanted to show you the Candleberry company. Um, this is from my state of Kentucky, the old Kentucky home. It's a song, my old Kentucky home. And that usually what they do, or what we do here in Kentucky is we sing this song, my old Kentucky home, at sometimes a baseball game. Sometimes it's definitely at the races. People go to Keeneland, they go to watch the races, watch the horse races and all, and it's really cool to do that. And then people at the end of the season is called the Kentucky Derby, and everybody goes to Louisville and gets to bet on horses all day, and depends on where you go and stuff. I know my mom and dad went with my brother and his wife. Apparently I didn't get invited to that go, but they had these really nice tickets. My mom said it was really elite. My brother is a lawyer, so he gets the perks and stuff like that. um, and everything like that. So he wanted to take my mom and dad because my mom and dad had never been. I might have been working at the time or something. But anyways, that's a pretty cool thing to do because every year it's really neat to watch it on TV. If you can't go to the Derby, it's really fun to watch it on TV because you can see all the Hollywood stars come in for that. And what it is there used to be a party every year, and it was called Anita Madden's party, and she used to own this farmland in Kentucky, and basically it used to be Hamburg area. Okay, Hamburg area. There's a lot of different stores over there. Like there used to be Bed Bath & Beyond. It's not there any longer, but Bath and Body Works and Ulta's over there. Old Navy, Dick's Sporting Goods, Target. There's a Target over there, a real big Target. And My Home store, called My Home. I think it's called My Home. There's, Best Pets. It's not Best Pets, but that's funny. I say that. That was from the 80s. There was a place called Best Pets. It's not Best Pets, it's PetSmart. And there's Victoria's Secret. There's a Pink over there. I think Pink and Victoria's Secret are together. Because when I was working at Victoria's Secret, which I worked there, I used to work there when I was like 20 something, okay? And I worked there for several years. And then finally got a job in outside sales. I was always the one that, I'm not trying to brag or anything, I'm just kind of telling you a little bit about me. That the manager would, I would work up front, cute girl, size 3, had on the, really cute skirt, and, not, just a classy skirt, to my knees or whatever, the whole thing. We used to dress in suits and stuff. And I actually waited on a bunch of people. Jamal Mashburn, he was a big time basketball player at Kentucky, University of Kentucky, and he went on to become a pro and everything. A lot of basketball players came in, football players, and always helped them and stuff. And it was a fun thing to do. But what it was I didn't get paid commission. Sometimes we got spiffs, like $2 or $3 each, bottle of cologne that we sold. At least it was something to work for, and everything. That would buy your Coke that day, at lunch, or if you wanted to get, a cookie after, after the store closed and all. Sometimes somebody would go, I went, and then everybody kind of took their turn and went and everything, to get, one person would go get it and whatever, and then, everybody would pay their own and everything like that, and then, they'd bring it back and all. But then, anyways, I worked there when I was 21, It was a really fun place to work because it was different back then. It has the hardwood floors, and it was Victorian. It was over there by Doll Hairs. There's not a Doll Hairs any longer, but that was a really cool store too. And it used to be over here where I walk to. That area that where I walk over there by Dollar General, it's kind of gone downhill. It used to be like the place to shop at. There was Doll Hairs, and there was a Hallmark. There was a Hallmark. It was a huge Hallmark on the end, and I remember going in there with a friend of mine, Michelle. Usually Michelle, and because we grew up next to each other when we were, young kids and all, when we, moved in next door and everything. Well, we would go because we knew about there was like a, soda pop type, diner inside that Hallmark. It was just a small little diner, with the diner uh, chairs and all that. And they had those booths, the little chairs that kind of go with the booths, the red chairs. And you could sit there and you could get a hamburger. They had the best hamburgers there. They even had that place. It was on. There was another one inside a drugstore. I mean, it was like CVS or Walgreens or whatever. But they had one in there. Would go in there too. Michelle and I would, and we would go in there and get a hamburger and fries, and it was always the best. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a diner. It was like a little diner, inside the store. Okay, and like it basically was a kind of like a booth type thing that ran down, not like a bar, but like that silver tin type stuff that went down, and with the red chairs, the red leather chairs, and not the chairs, but the stools or whatever. And it was like a 50s, type diner there.